Valentine's Day can feel like an emotional battlefield when you're healing after a breakup. It actually enhances your sense of loneliness because you see all the couples, you see all the love that is in the air. And there is a vibe to this day. And after a breakup, this vibe sucks. This vibe sucks. But I want to offer you in today's session a different perspective because is it really suck? Or it's your perspective that is flawed. I'm Coach Paz Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach, and I truly believe that Valentine's Day is the best day to celebrate self-love. I always say that the healing journey is a self-love process to fall in love with yourself. Now, when on Valentine's Day, where everybody need to love somebody, and when you put this focus on yourself and you are actually doing the work to love yourself, that's the best. And think about this. If you can endure, and don't, by the way, my recommendation in today's session, I'm going to give you some recommendations as to conduct yourself during this day. The number one thing, don't go out and don't go on social media or nothing. It will just trigger you and enhance your sense of loneliness. It will not do you any good. Fall in love with yourself, do the work on you, be strong with your own self, validate yourself, because when you validate yourself, especially at this day, and this is hard because the triggers are all over the fucking place. You just drive your car, people with fucking flowers, you open social media, all the couples shows their beautiful spouses, everything looks so great. But this is social media. People show you what they want you to see. And if your ex, by the way, never look at your ex on after a breakup. First of all, you never look at them again, particularly on Valentine's Day. You will see things you don't want to see. They might seem happy, and the happier they are, the more miserable you are. This is why, like I said at the beginning of this video, you must realize that the healing journey is a self-love process. You gotta love yourself. You gotta fall in love with yourself. And what is self-love? It's self-respect. It's self-discipline. And you discipline yourself not to look at this, not to think about that, not to snoop or stalk, not to do this shit, not to engage in any vices, no drinking, no smoking, none of these vices. Put all the energy in you. Do the things that strengthening you and not weakening you and taking away your power. So what I want you to do is this, to get this realization. If you can conquer yourself at this day, it's a massive W, massive win for you because you avoid the triggers. You actually deal by avoiding them, you actually dealing with them. If you're not exposing yourself to them at the earlier stages of the breakup, that's the best thing for you. After a little bit of time, I would say a month, 2 or 3 months, you can be exposed to more triggers just to see how far you've come or what you still need to do, what you still need to heal within yourself. And I want you to gift yourself everything. Buy yourself a nice dinner. Do something that is kind for you, loving for you, respecting for you. Go to the gym. You know, my Valentine's Day routine, now I'm single, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go to the gym and cook myself a beautiful meal. That's the gift that I'm gonna gift myself. And I can't be more happy. Now, if I was in a relationship, yeah, that's great. But even if you're not, that's great as well. You got to be okay with being alone without being lonely. Because if you cannot be alone, get this, you guys, if you cannot be alone and enjoy yourself and love yourself, you will never be able to love and be in a relationship. If you can't stand yourself, no one else can stand you. And the amount of love that someone else can give you will always be capped by the amount of love you can give yourself. And actually, it's not even capped. It's, I would say, around 75% less than what you can love yourself, because no one can love you as much as you do. So just think about this. How much do you really love yourself? How much work do you really put in yourself? I want you to also to consider to get the Rise of the Phoenix. This is my online healing coaching program. If you're still healing after a breakup, you need to get to know yourself. You have to. You have to. if you don't get to know yourself after the breakup, especially when you're in this vulnerable state, you will not get to know yourself after that as well as you could have, because challenges, especially breakup, it's one of the toughest challenges ever in the life of an adult person. If you don't get to know yourself at these moments when you're vulnerable, you're missing out on an opportunity. This is why I'm offering you the Rise of the Phoenix for only $37 now for a limited amount of time, because I want you to do the work to heal correctly. When you heal correctly, that's the beauty of life. That is the beauty of life, because the quality of your healing in this breakup will determine the quality of your life and the quality of your next relationship. You must draw conclusions of what happened. You must do the work to put the focus on yourself. You need to be, yes, more self-centered, more selfish, but in a good way, where you say, I am good with who I am. I don't need anybody. I really don't need anybody, but I want somebody. And the reason that I want somebody, it's not because I'm alone or lonely. Get the reasoning behind it. I want to be in, now I want to be in a relationship because I have so much to give. I put so much work on myself that I know that the girl that will be with me, I know that I'm gonna pour so much into her, so much love into her, because I have so much to give. So I want a relationship just to pour out. I don't want a relationship just to get from the relationship. Many people get into a relationship because they want to get. And this is how a toxic relationship looks like. They get. I'm here because I have unmet emotional needs. You're going to meet my needs. You're going to meet my needs. And when it doesn't happen, a breakup happens, or infidelity, worse than that. So you see, this is your chance to fall in love with yourself. And this is, now you're in the fucking fire, because this is the hardest day to do that, due to all of the, first of all, the societal expectations. And when you are posting that you're alone on this day, people like scratching their head, something is wrong with this person. No, you're healing from a breakup. You take the time, you're recovering. It's like going after, it's like being in a fucking accident and recovering, and people say, look at you like, oh, look at him still on a wheelchair or crutches. You've been hurt. And you know what? I really think that we need to address emotional or heartbreak like physical physical injury. It is. You are emotionally injured. This is why you're on the healing journey right now. That's the thing. So give yourself the time. Don't look at other people. Don't care about what they say. People say so much shit. When I posted my documentary, I documented the when my ex cheated on me, monkey benched on me. People told me, "Oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you posting that? Why? All everybody on the internet will know that you got cheated on." I said, "So what? So what? I don't care." That's the thing. I love myself so much that I don't care how I'm being perceived by other people. And people who see me cry on my heartbreak after my ex cheated on me, if they cannot understand the pain that I was going through, they're not the kind of people I want in my life, anyways. So it's okay if you cry. It's okay if you're alone in Valentine's Day. And the people who will love you and accept you for this, these are your people. And the people who are not, let them think whatever they think they want to think. Society and people just, they're constantly yapping. People love to fucking hear themselves speak. I actually love to hear myself speak now because I'm talking to myself in front of the camera, but you know what I mean. So I really want you just to put back the spotlight on you and gift yourself a great Valentine's Day with a lot of self-love, a lot of self-care, a lot of nourishment to your body, to your mind, to your soul. You're gonna be so happy that you did. So happy. You would say to yourself, I'm amazing. But you say to yourself, you don't just sit there passively and affirming to yourself, I'm loved, I am lovable, I am beautiful. You actually act. And I believe that gratitude is action. If you're a believer, it's action. Because you don't just say. When you act, you integrate this truth within you. I said to myself for years, I'm lovable, I'm this, I'm that, I'm da 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 da. But I trashed myself. I said, I am healthy, and the night before I drank and smoked. So you can affirm you're healthy, but if your actions does not match to what to your words and your intentions, it's nothing. Action speaks louder than words. So make sure that when you say to yourself, I'm loved, when you say to yourself, I'm beautiful, act accordingly. Make sure that your actions match your words. Because if they not, this is where you have cognitive dissonance, where you are confused as to what the fuck is happening in your life and why your life is not progressing, where you affirm to yourself that you're so amazing. But if you didn't do anything to feel amazing, to earn this amazingness, it's not there. With that said, you guys, happy fucking Valentine's, self-love day. You got this. And if you need me, I will be here for you. Love you. I'll see you again in the next one.